people today who are quick to hand out labels such as a patriot, you're a patriot, you're a nationalist, anti-nationalist. I think that those people are fake nationalists. I mean, who are they to give those certificates? And I don't think you need to display your nationalism visibly all the time, whether it's by singing a song or wearing something or saying something or eating something. It doesn't prove that you're a better Indian if you do that. So I think it's something that we all express in our own ways, and that should be respected. And I think the most nationalist thing you can do is to respect all points of view, respect and care for fellow human beings, for fellow religions, and live and let live, frankly, where you kind of browbeat your own fellow citizens into thinking a certain way or being a certain way. I mean, what is that? That's bullying. And again, I say that why do you have to project your nationalism by being forced to do something? I've written in my essay, for instance, that I honestly didn't agree with the Supreme Court's order on singing the national anthem in movie halls because, there was a disabled man who got beaten up for that. Right. So why should anyone be forced to do anything? I mean, we all love our national anthem and we'll sing it, but we should sing it on our own. It shouldn't be something that has to be forced on people. You don't need a tank on a campus to remind people of the sacrifices of the armed forces. So I don't understand this muscular nationalism. I think Twitter and social media just don't really represent what India is. I think it's just a representation of a section of people, and that unfortunately degenerates very quickly into a mobocracy, as I call it. I'm sure plenty of comments even now on your page will be full of people calling us anti-national and other such lovely names. So let them. You do your job and ask questions. Is it anti-national to ask a question? I mean, by that logic, the entire American media, the American people are anti-national. When the Vietnam War took place, did you see the way Americans questioned their own government on the Vietnam War? When Iraq took place, were they labeled anti-national? So when journalists ask questions, they're not anti-national. And certainly those who use those big words, I'm sorry, their certificates don't mean anything. In a democracy, you ask questions of all institutions. And that's what a healthy democracy does, including the military, including the courts, including the government certainly. And that doesn't make you anti-national for asking questions. So and those have to be obviously backed up with logic. I mean, you don't ask, you're not going to raise something just for the sake of it. So therefore there is nothing anti-national about it. In fact, that's what makes us a great democracy, that we are able to do that and we're able to raise those issues. If somebody has a different view of nationalism, I mean, I think you have to learn to respect that also. As long as nothing is forced down anyone's throat, I think the problem in India right now is that we're not even able to respect another point of view without getting hyper all over the place, and it happens on all sides of the ideological divides. Today what's happening is that the army as an institution is being dragged into politics, right? And I don't think that a lot of people in the army are comfortable with that, because you keep saying don't politicize the army, but it is getting politicized by constantly being dragged into this nationalism debate. And I think the army is a great institution that is way above all that. Similarly, Kashmir, I mean, you keep saying Kashmir hamara hai, but I mean, who cares about Kashmiris? If I had one wish, honestly, it would just be that I just wish that all of us would learn to live and let live and be able to really, respect one another, which is what India really to me stands for. A country with so many diversities under one roof. Again, a cliche, but again, very true of the kind of people, who we are, the country we are. I just wish we would go back to remembering that rather than the kind of very divisive, polarized people that we seem to have become today. Plurality, democracy, and liberty.